Right now, as the residents of the United States begin to receive their W-2 forms, they are looking to tax season. Now that the fiscal cliff has been averted, many are wondering how or even if the tax filing process will be delayed. This morning, we have David Perez with Liberty Tax Service here to break it all down for us. Thank you so much, David, for being with us. Mr. Liberty.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. Let's talk about W-2 forms first, because I think that sometimes people have a lot of questions in terms of what they need to do, their first steps. So what do people need to do in order to get the ball rolling with their taxes?
Well, first they have to receive their W-2, and their employers have till January 31st to send them. So really, until you get that, you really can't get the ball rolling. You can come into, like, say, our office, and we'll give you more of a lines of an estimate with your last paycheck stub, and maybe we can help you get it. But at this point, you have to really wait till you get your W-2 to file. But you know, as I said, we can get you a W-2 by using like a download system that we have and so on and so forth, but really you just have to wait for your forms.
Once you get your form, what do you need to do?
You bring it into our office, we'll prepare your tax return, we'll help you, you know, find deductions and such and make sure that you've been, you know, having the right withholdings from your paycheck, and that will tell us based on what your W-2 tells us.
So let's go ahead and talk about that big refund, because some people go in there expecting one thing, but then they end up getting something else. What are some of the biggest questions that you get from your customers?
You know, how can I get a bigger refund? That's a question that we always get, right? And I mean, there's no real, math. You can't plan to get a bigger refund. You can only, you know, hope to get a refund, I guess, in some cases. So the way you would do it is kind of, you know, look at your paycheck every week or every biweekly, however you're paid, and see how much is withheld from your paycheck. And that will determine how much of a refund you're going to get. If you're self-employed, well then, you know, you probably don't have anything withheld, and so you should be making payments to the IRS that'll benefit you.
And you know, we were talking a little earlier before we came on the air about the earned income tax credit. That's something that's really going to be changing up this year.
Yeah, a lot of people there's rumors out there saying that it's going to change completely as far as they're not going to have it anymore, and that's not true. It is going to be there. It's in existence, so I don't want to scare anybody off. We do want our customers and everybody in the general public to know that that earned income credit, to qualify for it, nothing changes. The only difference is now that you have requirements. We're going to be asking for additional documentation such as school records, birth certificates, medical records, and they have to say the name of the children that are going to be on your return and the parent and the address that they live at.
Well, we're going to keep you around, because in our next half hour, you're going to tell our viewers how or if the fiscal cliff is going to be hurting them in the future, and also if that's going to be affecting tax season coming up. Yes. And that's coming up in our next half hour.